Gareth, finishes one each. Points to shed. Just give us your assessment of the performance.
Yeah, poor first half for us. I've never seen us lose so many battles, and that frustrated me. Really did. I thought we just looked a bit off it, whether it was the early kick-off or whatever. Second half, better team by far, and looked like we could have got a goal. But we can't start games like that. We give ourselves too much to do, and then it's a wonder free kick from Dack at the end there to get us back in at half time, and the team talk was still the same. I was disappointed with the it's just some of the lost battles and things like that, because it's unrecognisable to me, We tried to play a little bit more today, but doing that, we maybe lost that battle inside, so I need to get them both in there. Second half, pleased with the boys, pleased with the changes, the boys who came in. Travis making his league debut, came in. I thought it looked assured. Good from the other subs who came on, but good from the boys who started the second half as well. It looked like we were the aggressors. Just got to score, when we have the opportunities, I think we've got to be more clinical. We've got to be more ruthless and see opposition off, especially at home. We too often we're getting these great positions, 3v2 and things like that, and it's too easy to defend against this. So we really need to put the knife in there and go bang. We are, we're going to go for the jugular, because those moments don't happen a lot, and you get 2 or 3 a game. You must make them into 1 or 2 goals at least. Frustrating afternoon, and to be fair, I don't often criticise too much on the officials, but I just think that there could have been a couple of occasions where play could have been let go a little bit, where I know there's some nasty tackles in there and you bring them back and you just booking, but you can book 10 seconds later, and a goal and a booking will be much worse punishment than just the booking. I think he was too keen to stop a couple of attacks, and I was very frustrated with that as well.
You talked about the free kick from Brad. There's a stunning free kick and a perfect time to score right before the interval. So did that sort of half change your team talk perhaps?
Not really. I still was very disappointed. I actually missed his free kick. I was coming down the stairs. I've got to get back in this dugout because it's killing me. But the team talk stayed the same. I can't gloss over it with one moment of magic. And again, we keep talking about Bradley. He's above this level without a shadow of a doubt, technically, and his ability. And we're lucky he's in such great form at the moment with his goal scoring, because we've relied on that. But we can't just keep relying on moments of magic and set pieces. We have to carve teams apart, and when we get our moments, we've got to take them. Barnet had a moment and they took it, and that's what we have to do more. So I know what the sessions are going to be this week. We're going to try and make it count when we're in the good areas, because I thought defensively second half we really limited Barnet to hardly anything. I don't think they had a shot at goal. So, but we had chances, but they were nearlies. They weren't ruthless enough, and that's what I want.
Definitely appreciate it.
Cheers.
Thank you. James, what yours, mate?
Thank you. You identified pre-game that the sort of the wingers, the wide areas, was going to be an area of strength for Barnet.
Yeah.
Was that something that obviously played into your mind in team selection? Did you try and play in that middle area of the sort of middle third of the pitch?
Yeah, we tried to play a little bit more, and rather than wing backs in the first half, I thought we'd have 2 full backs to take care of their wingers. Their wingers played a little bit narrow, but the defining moment is a winger getting down the line and crossing, and we knew that, and that's frustrating because we knew that one-on-one their strengths are getting past people and dribbling, and you've got to give credit to Barnet. Again, I keep doing this in this league. Listen, we're in a good place. We're a Gillingham now that are different to the Gillingham of the last few years. I can't turn everything over in a day. I'm trying. We will get there, believe me. But little moments today were like, oh boys, lost that battle just a little bit late to that ball, especially in that first half, and I didn't recognise us as well as I have done lately. Second half, like I say, we look very good, and we look like I think if we're kicking to the rain, man, we'd probably score. But it's one of those things. Barnet turned us around. That's what teams do when they come here if they win the toss. But yeah, their wingers, I thought we kept them relatively quiet, but still that moment of magic for their goal.
Absolutely. The absence of Andy Smith from the 11, Was that a tactical choice? Or
No. Andy's been a real stalwart for me at the back. Yeah, so we picked up a knock in the last game. So we're going to have to assess Andy and see. Hopefully, getting back for next Saturday. But we've got to make sure that we're good when we get our opportunities. Travis Akamoa today, stepped in and took his opportunity. Aaron Rowe come in today, and takes opportunities. So we need to make sure that the squad's good enough to step in and fill in for these stalwarts like Andy.
Absolutely. To the benefit, obviously, of versatility and also experience that you mentioned again before the game, I thought Bradley Dack and Gareth McCleary on a couple of occasions linked up beautifully, particularly in the centre of the park. Dack is suddenly finding all sorts of space. Is that something that you sort of noticed on the training ground as well?
And it's something we work on, we work on Dacky finding space, getting in pockets, because his quality on the ball is second to none, and I think that him and Gareth, you can tell they both played at a higher level, both on the twilight of their career now, but both still going to have a big impact this season. Gareth's still got to get fitter and fitter and get back to what I know Gareth McCleary can be, because he's a super player. And Bradley, we've forged a great relationship, as manager and captain at the moment for me, but he's one of the leaders of the dressing room, and he contributes really well on the pitch. He's took a nasty tackle today. I thought that potentially could have been a red card, me, and I hate asking for anything like that, but you look at Bradley's leg and it's a real mess.
Sure. And then just finally, obviously, 2 games at home, 2 points in two close games. How does it feel overall, looking back on it?
A little bit disappointed that we've dropped 4 points at home in the last 2 games. That's how I look at it. But we've had the chances, so it's not as though we're not creating the chances. We've had the chances to score goals. We just have to be better at that, and that's on us. Me and my coaching staff will work hard. We'll get them, make sure that we can make them better in front of goal. I know it's been a problem here for quite a few years. People have told me when I walked in, goal scoring is a problem with Gillingham. I think there's only one game, I think, where we haven't scored it. Maybe Harrogate, writing off Grimsby because we know what that game was. But it's a good record that we score in every game, but we don't score enough. I'm going to challenge the players to score more goals in games now.
Thank you, Gareth.
Thank you.
Where were you when you heard Dack's goal go in?
I was in the dressing room, yeah. So I got the lift down, and I was in the dressing room and I heard a real cheer. I was fuming. I was on the tactics board thinking about shapes that we could employ in the second half, which I think worked. But it was brilliant to hear the crowd cheer, because we needed that goal. It was a perfect time for us, and I thought we were the better team second half. I thought we kicked on and looked like they wanted to win. The breakaways were good, but unfortunately we just couldn't make it.
Have you seen it back yet?
No.
Video?
No, not seen it yet, but I've been told it's magnificent free kick. No, it's something decent. We're getting goal of the season contenders left, right, and centre now. So let's hope there's more to come.
He's showing that form that people hoped for when he re-signed for the club, didn't he? I mean, the way it takes play in the middle as well.
The form's always been there with Dacky. I think it's the way he's probably his relationships maybe with previous managers or whatnot. But I don't want to talk about that in a negative way. I'll talk about my relationship with Bradley in a real positive way. He's learning to lead, and I don't think he's ever been a true leader. He's always been this superstar youngster, and then he comes back to the club he's at, and it must be difficult when there's expectation on his shoulders. So I'm trying to take that off him, but also give him some leadership work, and I think he's going to be a future coach in football without a doubt. He sees the game really well. He's a great player, but I think that our relationship is really good. I think we both get the best out of each other. He challenges me, and I challenge him, and it's great, But what's a player, and we're seeing Bradley probably coming into his best form for us since he's come back, and that's only a good thing.
And as a team, you said you were disappointed with the way the first half sort of panned out.
Yeah.
Going a goal behind wasn't ideal. That whole sort of, until Dack scored, it must have been frustrating.
Yeah, really frustrating. The conditions caught us out a little bit. I think Barnet changed their team. They've played a 3 back all season, and they've changed to a 4 today, which is massive respect to Gillingham. Teams are going to come here and change for us. Huge respect for us, So we got to take that and look at it and see how we break down them teams. It's becoming more about us now rather than the opposition. And I've always been sort of look at the operation and see how we can destroy them. But it's more about us now and how we can be better in front of goal, because I think we create plenty of opportunities. It's just that final touch, and I felt it was missing today.
And there was opportunities that were taken away from you today as well, wasn't it? I think there was one where Seb got through in the first half and it was pulled back for a foul on their kid, and then Dack played the ball through to loads of space.
2 in the second half, definitely. And then, like I say, 1 in the first half. There's 3 opportunities there. You never know what's going to happen, but I just feel that if the ref's not going to send someone off, then let it go. You can always go back and book someone, you know. And that for me is something that referees could be better at. But listen, it's a tough job out there. You know, he did a great job for both teams, and so we're just frustrated, I think, because we know that those moments are. We're a very counter-attacking team at times, and they're great moments for us.
And I know pre-match you spoke of how delighted you are that Amani Little's fit again, and now that's been taken away from you as well for 2 games. I mean, that must have been another blow, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't tell a lie. He's fit to play. He's just not allowed to play. So no. Yeah, Mons is disappointed. We're disappointed, and you know we won't make any further comment on that. But yeah, it'd be great when he comes back.
Retrospective action's not really been helping you this season, has it?
It's incredible, isn't it? We with the Gareth one and the Marnie one, I think the referee sees both of those, then it's a 1-game ban. Or Gareth's just a yellow card. I think. We end up with the rough end of the stick because the referees haven't seen it on the day. Listen, it's a tough job, like I say. So we'll take it and we'll move on. But Armani will be a big addition when he gets back, as will Elliot Never, Andy Smith, Chadwick Hogan, you know, Conor Masterson, Ewan Williams. We've got quite a big injury list at the moment that I think we're waiting to get by. I think there's some quality on that treatment room there that we're looking forward to getting back.
Back on the road next Saturday, interesting.
Back on the road up to Shrewsbury, yeah. Obviously, you know, my old club, and I'm expecting probably a little bit of stick, but like I say, I enjoyed my time there. Very respectful of the fans. They got right behind us there, and we had some great results. But it's a game that I want to win, as is every single game in this league, and it'd be nice to see some old faces up there, and hopefully we can come away with some points.